everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a story time video, which is definitely different than what I do on the regular basis. A couple years ago, I was into this band All Time Low. Not even was into this band. I'm still into this band to this day. It is a really good band. All Time Low. Go listen to their music. It's really good. I love it. Anyway, so me and my mom went to a concert. The line to get in the doors was very long. It was like around the building, down the sidewalk, and there was a bunch of, new self-made bands there, like, the underground bands that no one really talks about, stuff like that. They were handing out their CDs and wristbands to kind of promote their band. Once they let everyone in, they didn't let posters in the area. It was like a mosh pit, okay? So it's not like those seats where you have seats, okay? It's not the concert where you have seats. It is an open space, and whoever makes it to the front makes it to the front. Whoever stays in the back can stay in the back, okay? Unless they want to push their way to the front. So yes, it was a mosh pit. They didn't really let too many posters into there for some reason. I'm not sure why. That was kind of disappointing for those people that did make posters. At the time, I had short, like down to here, red hair, like this actually. Definitely darker than this, I think. But yes, so there I was with my All Time Low band t-shirt and my ripped white pants and my red hair, and I was ready, and my really thick eyeliner too, because that was my thing. Okay, so let's see, a band called Neck Deep performed, and then Sleeping with Sirens, I believe that is the one that I saw that night too. Not personally into that band. I know a lot of people are. I'm not. So I wasn't really like, it was fun watching it, but I wasn't really like too excited about it. So it was like the Neck Deep concert was the opening concert for Sleeping with Sirens, and then Sleeping with Sirens was the opening concert for All Time Low. So it was like this kind of thing. Anyway, for the first two bands that were performing, which obviously took a really long time, me and my mother were trying to push our way to the front of the mosh pit, because I was not about to be in the back of a mosh pit watching my favorite band from like forever in front of me. Like, I wanted to be in front, seeing them. Like, I wanted to be there, you know what I'm saying? So I'm a big girl, by the way. Well, for a girl anyway. I'm like 5'9", 5'8", 5'9", around there. So it's not really hard for me to push my way to the front. My mom, she knew that it meant a lot to me to be in the front. I did not want to be in the back. I wanted to see them, in front of me. I wanted to be in the front of the mosh pit. So we slowly pushed our way to the front, okay? And so here's the railing right here. This is the very front railing where the band is like literally right in front, behind it, or in front of it, however you want to look at it. And then there's a railing that goes like this. It's like two railings. They go like this. It's like a T railing, you know what I'm saying? So the left side of the concert was on, like, the left side. There was half people on the left side, half people on the right side. You could really choose whatever side you wanted to go on. But I was on the right side. So the gate, what is it called? The barrier kind of went like this and then like this. I was on all the way to the left of the barrier, and there was like a couple people in front of me, but not too much. I did touch like Jack's shirt, so I was very close, okay? And also Alex, he was like standing right in front of the crowd, and I could literally reach out and touch him if I wanted to. So that is how close we were. And Jack was literally right in my face. Like, I was really close. Oh, I think I just spit. All right. But anyway, before, they even started running down the aisle, I was, of course, trying to keep my spot. If you don't keep your spot and you're not at least a little aggressive about it, these people will push you right out of the way. I'm one of those people. I will push you right out of the way. Once the concert goes on and you see them, you don't even care about the people around you. Like, at first I'll be nice, but once the concert goes on, you're like, nope, I'm going in front. You know what I'm saying? So there was this girl behind me, And like I said, we're both all the way against this railing right here. This is the front of the concert up here. Like you guys are all time low. Let's just pretend like you guys are the band. That would be awesome. And there's this railing right here. I was holding onto the railing all the way to the left, and there's this girl behind me. She didn't like that I was in front of her. She said, I've been here since 11 a.m. There was two girls, actually. There was a skinnier one in the front, like behind me, one behind me, and then the second person behind me was a little bit of a heavier set girl, and they were trying to push me and get my spot. No, I wasn't about to let that happen. That's my favorite band. You're not going to push me out of the spot. I do realize that I pushed my way to get up here, but I'm not about to push my way to get up here doing all that work just to be sent to the back again. Like, no thank you. I'm sorry if I'm being a little bit of a brat, but honestly, I mean, I didn't push her out of the way. I was there first. I just kind of like slid in. There was an open spot. Like, she could have moved up, but she didn't. So I moved up, and that's not a wrong thing to do. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, if you wanted to be as close to them as possible, you should have moved up because there was a space there for you to move up to. So originally my mom got that spot, and she's like, Kyla, I got the spot. She saved that spot and she told me to come here. So I went there and I like slid and took that spot from my mom, and then my mom stood on the right side of me. My mom didn't care. She knew that was my favorite band. It's not her favorite band. She really did like them and she really liked the concert. But yeah, so I was there. This little girl behind me is like, we've been here since 11. I'm not saying anything. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to get into a fight with someone and then get kicked out of a concert to my favorite band. You know what I'm saying? So I paid to be there. I was going to stay there, and I'm not going to fight somebody. But I totally would have if she would have, you know, went outside with me after the concert. You know what I'm saying? But okay, so I didn't say anything back. My mom, however, is very overprotective over me. She's very overprotective over her kids in general. If you mess with her kids, or if you're mean to her kids, or if you talk back to her kids at all, she will definitely be there to say something about it. Being an older person, like people my age, she's not gonna go after you and start talking to you, whatever, because I can handle that myself. I can handle people my age. But if it's like a 30-year-old girl or like a 25-year-old girl, which is what I think this girl was, like, I was like, I don't know, 14 at the time, maybe? It was a few years back. I don't know, 14 or 15. I was younger, and the girl was like 19, 20, something, around there. I didn't want to say anything, and I didn't want to get myself in trouble. So the girl's like, we've been here since 11. It's super loud, so I can barely hear them. Ooh, it squeaked. I can barely hear them. But then I hear the girl go, this little B word, this little, you know what I'm saying? And she's like, I'm like, you know what I'm about to do? I'm about to tell my mommy on y'all. So I turned to my mom, and I'm like, Mom, did you just hear what she just called me? Did you hear what she just called me, Mom? She's like, no, I didn't hear anything. I'm like, this girl don't call me the B word, Mama. She don't call me the B word. And I'm trying to keep my cool. Nobody doesn't call me that. No. I'm not trying to get kicked out of here. My mom would totally get kicked out of here, though. She was like, okay, if she says something again, I'm about to get kicked out of here because I'm going to beat the crap out of her. So I was like, oh, shoot, okay. She's like, you can meet me outside. Keep a hold of your phone, because if I get kicked out of here, I want to be able to get in contact with you. Whatever. I will get kicked out of here for you. Like I said, like, she does not deal with people that are like really like older than me trying to mess with me just because I'm like younger than them and they don't think I'm going to do anything about it. So my mom turns around. She's, again, me, my mom, the skinny little girl, the bigger girl. So it was like an L shape kind of thing. So my mom turns around and looks at them and just, you talking crap about my daughter? You calling her a B word because she's closer than you are? Okay. It's not her fault that you're really short. You're like 4'5". Okay, maybe not that short, but they were pretty short, so I can understand why they were mad. But and the people were just, she was just You know, they had those snottiness on their face because they're not gonna mess with my mom. My mom's, they knew at that point, okay, you know, let's not do anything. This lady seems serious, and she was. And they never said anything for the rest of the night. But the first, before they had called me, before my mom had turned around and looked at them, this little girl was pressed up against my back, like, like pressed up, which, I mean, yes, it's a crowded spot, it's a mosh pit, but she was like doing it on purpose, purposefully trying to push me out of the way. After my mom turned around and looked at them, because they were talking to me, they totally backed off. They backed off away from me, they don't stop pushing me, and everything was okay. Okay. And I got to see All Time Low, like, literally right there. I got to feel Jack's his shirt. It was really soft shirt. I think it was black and white striped shirt. Yeah. I got to see Alex right there in front of me. You know, Zach and Ryan, they just stayed on the stage. They're not really the type to go out and interact with their fans. They're a little bit more shy into themselves, which is okay, you know, I get it. But it was an awesome concert. You know, people were throwing bras up on the stage. The microphone was just covered in bras, like hanging off of it and whatever. I was like, I'm not about to do that, but you go, girl, you go. You give them your bras. I'm sure they care. I'm sure they're gonna keep those. No. But it was an awesome concert. After the concert, there was these big balloon things. Like, they were like this big, okay. And they had the All Time Low Future Heart symbol on the front. It was like all white, and then that Future Heart symbol was blue. And they were like bouncing those all around, you know, like the crowd was like, woo. I didn't know that you could take them down and deflate them and take them home with you if you wanted. I thought we were just bouncing them around. No, people were snatching these from the sky and, you know, opening them up and like sinking them down and whatever, and then taking them home with them. And I was like, Mama, I missed my chance. I didn't know we were allowed to do that, Mom. Mama, I really want that. I really want that. I really want that ball, Mama. I really want something from the concert to remember, you know. I also got this really big flag thing that says All Time Low on it with the Future Heart symbol. It's like, I don't know. It's really big, okay? It's a really big flag. And I hang that above my window so I can block the sun out because I'm emo. But I got that flag, but I wanted something from the actual concert. Like, you know, that the band members had thrown out physically themselves and the crowd was like touching and whatever. I wanted something from the actual concert, not just something mass produced and sold to us. I wanted something real, you know. These were free. You just like took them down. Anyway, I didn't know you could do that though. So after the concert, we were asking people, can I buy your ball? Can I buy your ball? And these people were like, no, I'm sorry. They wanted to keep it. I wouldn't sell it either. I'd be like, I got this ball myself. Girl, if you wanted one, you should have got one. Well, I didn't know, miss. I didn't know you could get one. Anyway, so we were asking these people, and they were like, no, we can't sell you that ball. Sorry, they wanted to keep it. No, I got this for a friend, whatever. So Mom's like, all right, honey, I'm going to ask one more person. If they say no, we should probably go home. And I was like, okay, fine. So after a while of asking people, she had come to one last person. The person was literally deflating the ball as we were walking up to her. And we were like, can we buy that ball from you? And she was like, no, I'm sorry. It's for a friend. I was like in the background like, okay. You're just better sleep with one eye open tonight, miss. Okay? All right. So then the girl, we had turned around to walk out and the girl came back and she's like, okay, but how much though? And we were like, $20. That's all my mom had on her at the time. So she was like, okay, fine. She was probably like a broke college student. She needed that $20. So she gave me that ball, which I still have. I would show you guys, but it's too much work to get out and like, you know, inflate and stuff. So I'm sorry about that. But I also got some confetti from the floor. So there was like a lot of confetti. I got some confetti. I got that ball. I just got a few things from the concert that I wanted to keep in memory of that awesome night. And then, you know what's funny was after the concert I had to go pee, so I went to go pee, and then I came out of the bathroom stall with toilet paper on my foot. Okay, it was literally dragging on my foot. Like, I was like, okay, It's totally not embarrassing at all. I don't know what you're talking about. It was stuck to the bottom of my black and white Vans. Yes, I wore black and white Vans, okay? I was emo back then. Anyway, so that is basically my story of my all-time low concert experience, getting into an altercation with this fan person and her heavier set friend, we'll call it that, and having my mom get a little angry, willing to get kicked out, me interacting with Jack and Alex and stuff like that, me screaming at the top of my lungs to every single song there was. I lost my voice the next day, just saying. But getting toilet paper stuck to my foot, buying a ball from a stranger, it was great. It was a great time. I loved that night. I've been to a lot of different concerts. I'd say a lot. I think it's been a lot. And I do think that was my favorite. I want to say I haven't seen 21 Pilots in concert yet. I really want to. That is my that's my next stop. That's my next stop. But thank you guys for listening to my story. My crazy weird story. If you guys want to see more stories or story time videos, make sure to thumbs up this video so I know. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.